Announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, send the call out, send the call out.
It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. In the booth, as always, with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And back in action is Monte Ellis. Clark, they're more than happy he is suited up and ready to play.
Yeah, everybody's glad to see him back out there. It was surprising to me to see just how well they were able to cope with his injury. A lot of guys stepped up in his absence, and they hardly missed a beat.
Yeah, ironically, their confidence seemed to get a big boost when he was out, not because of his absence, but because they were able to succeed and play well without him. But now you add him back into the mix. I mean, this could be something really special.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, the forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Nelson, and it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is Nelson, following the miss by Kobe Bryant. 6 to shoot. Ellis right side. No one near him. Rebound Hill. Ellis on defense. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
That game nearly got away from them. A little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
You know what? The overtime was a bit of a lifeline for them. Things really swung in their favor then, and they were very strong in that extra session.
Here's G, guarded by Nelson. G kicks to Hill, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Now, here is Nelson, averaging 9 points per contest. Chandler against Hill, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I'll tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. G kicks to Chandler. Fades away. G passes to Hill. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's G, guarded by Nelson. G dishes to Hill. Shot denied. Ellis kicks to Nelson. Passes it to Chandler. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. For Dallas, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Davis is checked in for Jordan Hill. He hits the second from the line. Here's G, a 20-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And he was so good defensively, anticipating every pass. He had a ton of steals in that game.
Here's G, Chandler outside. G kicks to Kobe. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Bryant. Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Nowitzki outside. It's stolen by G. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And there's Randall on the assist by G. Randall's got his second basket.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on it.
Nelson outside. Nelson left side. Just 5 to shoot. On its way from Parsons for 2. No good off the back of the rim.
Kind of a shaky first few minutes, guys. 5 field goal attempts, only 1 made. Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, on the wing, Bryant. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Kevin, let's take a look here to see where the Lakers rank in the NBA. First in shooting percentage. First in three-point shooting. And they're also ranked number 1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that just does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that and they're on their game, they're tough to beat.
That one is no good. The Lakers in the lead. The dish to G. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Nelson gets it to go.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. You look at G. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, rebounding was always a big part of their game.
Yeah, I think that's true, Steve. It's not a necessary attribute for a point guard. But the ability to rebound is something that took a few of the greats to another level entirely, and it helps your team, too.
Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last settle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
And so it's the Lakers with it, following the score by Dallas. Lakers passing it around. Davis, the pass to Randall, and that one's good. Randall's got 8. The Mavericks trailer. Nelson dishes to Parsons. He kicks to Ellis. Lock at 6. To the wing on the left. Nelson, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Nelson's got his second basket of the night.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Pass to Kobe. He dishes it to Davis. And Chandler sends it back. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Nelson kicks to Nowitzki. It's stolen by G. And some changes here for the Lakers. Barnes is checked. Gerald Green comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Nick Young is subbed in for Bryant. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Chandler. Johnson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Harris subbed in for Jameer Nelson. Young with no one around. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Mavericks leading. And there's Parsons on the assist by Harris.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Bart, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
G passes to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Felton kicks to Harris. 1:16 left in the first quarter. He feeds it to Wright. 6 to shoot. Back to Harris. Johnson outside. Goes up to the stripe. And it's Dallas with another.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's G. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That drops.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Felton dishes to Wright. Right side. Johnson, a wide open look, and Davis pulls it down.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Barnes screen on Harris. Young outside from downtown. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Barnes. Barnes has got his first basket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's G. Off target at the rim. And so the first quarter wraps up without too much action on the scoreboard. Los Angeles on top. Post-game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And it's been beautiful basketball to watch, guys. Really sharing and moving the ball, and as a result, they've got a great flow going.
Hand in glove, 5 guys working as one. The power of the fist, we call it. They've racked up a bunch of assists.
On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Felton. Johnson is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then it's Devin Harris, and it's Wright in at the 5 down low. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, G, in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He had 20 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thank you. We played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely the case that night.
Felton kicks to Harris. The 3 from Johnson. The shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Now the pass to Felton. Left side, Harris. And Parsons kicks to Harris. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And Los Angeles with some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Barnes. Butler comes in for Gerald Green. And Kobe is subbed in for Young. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Dallas. Ellis comes in for Raymond Felton. Here's G. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. G's got 4 points now in the quarter. Mavericks trail by 7. And it's Harris off the drive. Dallas moving it around. The feed to Wright. For the 3. The rebound by Wilson Chandler.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Boy, it's no wonder they've got the lead. Their shooting has really picked up here in the second quarter.
You know, you don't expect the team, Steve, to shoot in the 60% range the entire game. But if they can hover around that mark, then they'll run away with this one.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. 4th, Chandler Parsons.
You know, a lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position. And you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Steve, I'd say more than pretty good. Those are the guys that give opposing defenses nightmares on a regular basis.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Butler on the wing. Chandler kicks to Hill. Here's G, guarded by Nelson. G passes to Hill. And he overshot that one, missing. Mavericks trailed by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find some, you're right.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Los Angeles checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Brandon Wright. Here's G, averaging 24 points per contest. Ellis goes in. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to just 3 on the basket from Nowitzki. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Los Angeles.
And the points they're getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Here's G, guarded by Nelson. The kick out to Bryant. Three-pointer, Butler, and it's good. And the Lakers lead by 6.
The defenders need to talk to each other. The communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Ellis kicks to Parsons. The 11-footer, yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And that's now 8 points for Chandler Parsons.
And he's shaking off a poor first-quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
G dishes to Bryant. Feeds to Butler. Randall with the ball. Chandler on him. G kicks to Randall. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Tyson Chandler.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
Ed Davis is checked in for Los Angeles.
Well, even though he couldn't get them all to fall, he did at least make it a 2-possession game.
Nelson left side.
Oh, how about that basketball,
Wasn't that
fan?
beautiful?
Wow.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Butler goes in, pass to G, and stolen by Parsons. Parsons, right side. Nelson with it. He has 5. Back to Nowitzki. It's the front of the rim and out.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach, he'd like them to concentrate on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Here's G. That's good. G. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
They double-team Ellis. Kicks it to Chandler. Back to Ellis. Dishes to Johnson. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Johnson. 9 points for Tyson Chandler.
I'd like to know what his percentage is from that range. I mean, it's got to be sky high.
52 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. On the wing, Bryant. Davis inside. He's working on Nowitzki. And Davis can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 6. Nelson outside. Passes it to Nowitzki. The 19-footer is on the money. Nowitzki's got 6 in the quarter.
Nowitzki is so smooth. Terrific shot maker.
G kicks to Butler. Takes the 13-footer. Here's G. The kick out to Bryant. Over to the wing. Here's G. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
From deep, Ellis. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that brings the first half to a close.
Well, Jameer, what disappointed you about the way this team played in the first half, and what needs to change after the halftime?
I mean, we got to obviously keep them off the offensive boards. We're making a lot of mistakes, a lot of carelessness, things that we could change. But it's up to us to change them. Coach can't draw up something on that board that's going to change that. We have to come with effort, but we have to play smart. We can't go out there and lose our mind when we're trying to play hard.
Jameer, thank you, guys. He's visibly...
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap.
For G, he has 14 points, then his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
G, he's in at the point. Randall and Hill are the 4 and 5. Kobe is out there with Wilson Chandler. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Parsons. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebounds.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
On the wing, Ellis. Nowitzki sets a screen for Ellis, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, if you're going to set a screen like that, you've got to make sure your feet are set.
I agree with you, and I thought maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
And Bryant kicks to Randall.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get the ball in close time after time, Steve.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Well, of course, we'd all like to see that free throw percentage improve. I mean, he does not have the touch in the 60s.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's G, guarded by Nelson, just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ellis. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Parsons. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Parsons got 10 points in the game.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
G kicks to Chandler. Lakers working the ball around now. That's good.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Brandon Wright's checked in.
Girls, make some noise, fans.
Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Fourth, Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yep, some of them do that. Exactly, and we can see the reason why in those numbers. In general, the composure of all those players show up at the free throw line.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's G. He's got 14. There's the dish to Randall. In low to Hill. And stolen by Wright. In low to Ellis. It's stolen by Bryant. Throws it up high. And Hill throws it down.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Ellis with the screen for Nelson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Mavericks making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Here's G. Makes it off the glass. And it's an 11-point Los Angeles lead.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Nowitzki with the screen on Bryant. In the corner, Parsons with it. Back to Ellis. He kicks it to Wright. 6 to shoot. And Hill with the block. They retain possession. From deep, Ellis. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 6 points for Monte Ellis. Lakers leading by 8. Here's G. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. And the Lakers with some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Randall. Young is subbed in for Bryant. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Parsons sets a screen for Harris.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Right with the double team. It's stolen by Harris. And he banks in the layup. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Hill, a screen on Harris. Here's G, guarded by Harris. It's Young on the wing, shoots the 3, and he gets it to go. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And it's Harris off the drive, and that one's good. Lakers leading by 7. And stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
A big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
And he gets it to go. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by G. Jumps up. And he slams it one-handed. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense.
Green, he's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Johnson's checked in. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through G. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. He mentioned one more thing, which was that he'd like them to get out and run whenever they get their hands on the ball. Let's play this game at top speed. Those were his exact words. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Harris on the double team. Young with no one around. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Last time they met was in Dallas.
They came out flat that night and could never really get it going. Not their best effort for sure, Clark.
No, I agree with you. And I thought maybe they could find somebody to come off the bench and give them a spark, but it didn't happen.
Pass to Hill. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. G passes to Hill. Young with no one around. Another miss by Young. Mavericks trail by 11. It's stolen by Green. Here's G, guarded by Wright. The kick out to Young. He dishes it to G. Three-pointer, and that is good. G's got 9 points here in the second half.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
There's the pass to Parsons. Green against Johnson. Felton dishes to Parsons. To stop the drought. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Got that one up quick. 25 points for G.
He is really putting his foot on the pedal this quarter, leading their offense.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Chandler comes in for Parsons, and Nelson is subbed in for Harris. Here's Nelson. Chandler trying to free himself up. Good on the 13-footer. 9 points for Jameer Nelson. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 12-4 run. G kicks to Hill. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hill's got 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Nelson, the pass to Wright. He feeds it to Felton. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from 11. Green with the block. Here's G. Here's Hill. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 18.
Coming up Sunday, November 29th, Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics hit the road for a duel with the Los Angeles Lakers. You don't want to miss.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
Substitution on the court. Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
Mavericks trail by 20. On the court for the Mavericks. Dirk and Chandler up front. Jameer Nelson is out there with Harris. And it's Ellis at the 3 slot. Nelson, no luck.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
G kicks to Kobe. Here's G. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Chandler with a screen for Nelson. And it's Chandler top of the key. Fires for three. Nelson with another miss.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Here's G, guarded by Harris. Hill dishes to G. Shot clock at 6. Bryant has the open look. Wide open shot is on the money. Kobe's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's starting to get things going here after that scoreless first half.
Harris passes to Chandler. Chandler with the steal. Left side, Bryant. And again, it's the Lakers.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Nelson kicks to Ellis. Nowitzki right side. Puts it up from 15. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Bryant the bucket on the assist by G. 10 points for Kobe Bryant.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
Their plan is one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
And Nelson gets it to go.
Another good look there, and that's his 2nd three-pointer of the game.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. There's the feed to Bryant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Fires from 14 and all around the rim that time before dropping in. 14 points for Jameer Nelson. Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. G dishes to Chandler. Bryant in the post. He's guarded by Ellis. Kobe Bryant again.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Ellis outside. Feeds it to Chandler. Nelson left side. Back to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Deflects the pass. Lets it go with a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Kobe, that's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting pounded in there. The defense not offering much resistance. They've got to force the ball back out to the perimeter.
Here's Chandler. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 5 assists tonight. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Kobe kicks to G. And the 3 off target.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Ellis, the pass to Nelson. Harris dishes to Chandler. Back to Harris. Dallas moving it around. Takes the 13-footer. Nelson with another miss.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Lakers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And talk about applying pressure to an opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2.
Good ball movement.
Here against the Mavericks.
That's his first.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey,
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
Yo, that's my number one skill, you know what I'm saying? Creating shots for myself. Yo, I got moves on moves on moves, you feel me? Yo, I can sneeze, and the defender's gonna break his ankle trying to get me a tissue. That's why I lead the team in scoring.
Albeit grudgingly, I will admit tonight you were the master puppet.
We're firing all cylinders tonight, man.
Yeah, man, nothing like getting mine when a team gets theirs.
Food tastes a little better, huh?
Hey, them checks gonna look a little bigger.
We celebrating the what?
If you don't mind chilling with a young fella like me.
Let's do it.
Yo, remember back on the bully when cats used to harmonize like, yo, check out